So here's something that you need to know about making decisions after failure. Your gut instinct, it might be lying to you. I'm Alice, I'm a hypnotherapist, and 2 years ago, my business totally flopped until I discovered that I was using the wrong decision-making style for how my brain actually works. If you're second guessing your choices right now, this video is going to show you why. So here's something that's going to change how you make decisions forever. People tell you just to trust your gut, right? But you are way more unique than that. You are not wired to decide the same way as everybody else. And trying to force yourself into someone else's decision-making process, that's why it feels so hard. There are 4 main decision-making styles, and once you know yours, you can stop fighting yourself and start using your natural wiring. Style 1 is instant clarity. Some of you know immediately. Your body gives you a clear yes or no in the moment. It's visceral, it's fast, it's certain. But the problem is that you second guess yourself later. You replay it in your head and you talk yourself out of what you really did know earlier. If this is you, the first hit of intuition that you receive is the right one. Everything after that is fear trying to protect you from being wrong again. Style 2 is time to feel. Some of you do not get clarity in the heat of the moment. You need to sit with it, sleep on it, and feel how it lands over time. If you pressure yourself to decide when your emotions are so high, you'll question it later. Your clarity comes in the settling, not the surge. If you're sensing this is you, give yourself the time. You're not stalling, you're processing, and that is your power. Style 3 is think out loud. Some of you only get clear when you speak out loud. Your truth really starts to drop in as you hear your own words. You're not asking someone to tell you what to do. You're using conversation as a mirror to your own knowing. And if you are sensing that this is you, find your soundboard. This is someone who can hold space without fixing you or directing you. Your clarity really is in the speaking, not the advice. And style 4 is map it out. Some of you may really need to see the options laid out on the table for you. When you have the information organized and the environment is right, then the decision becomes obvious. Your clarity comes from context. You're seeing the full landscape and understanding the variables. And if you're sensing that this is you, then create the structure. Get out of the chaos, map it out. Your brain needs order to choose powerfully. And if you recognize yourself in one of these styles, tell me in the comments. I genuinely love hearing how people are following their decision-making style. And it helps me create tools that are the right fit for you. Okay, so knowing your decision-making style is super powerful. But when you're rebuilding after failure, there are 2 traps that make it a little harder to decide on things. And oh boy, have I fell into both. The first one is the scarcity trap. When my business failed 2 years ago, I lost a lot of money and I genuinely felt that I was running out of time. I'm 41 now. So I immediately jumped into a job in China where I knew that I could make the money back very quickly. And yes, financially, it absolutely helped me, but the job was highly stressful, isolating, and it didn't match with my unique personality and skills. I was making decisions from scarcity and the cost of that was huge. I lost myself even more and I just burnt out again. And here is what I wish I had really known, really embodied. We create our own reality. And for sure, there were many other places that I could have worked to regain my stability, but I couldn't see them because I was operating from panic. So if you're feeling this right now, tell yourself this: I am not making decisions from scarcity. I'm making them from wisdom. I know the true cost of choosing what is not for me. And the second trap, it's the approval trap. You're trying to prove yourself while following everybody else's advice at the same time. In my 20s, I was working as a psychologist in the UK's National Health Service, and I loved my clients. I really did love my job, but I didn't agree with the methods that we were using. Session after session, I saw people kept returning to the clinic and they were struggling with the same pattern. And it really hit me. If people are coming back for the same problem again and again and again, then this method is clearly not working. But when you've invested years in a field, the training, the degree, the time, the effort, and everyone is telling you that you're crazy to leave that job, it's hard. It can feel really difficult to walk away. But I discovered hypnosis and I saw how people were changing in levels that talk therapy just wasn't touching. I saw breakthroughs that didn't take a month. They could take a day. And I just knew instantly, this is the work that I'm meant to do. So I let go of the path that I had invested a lot of time and energy into, and I followed the path of transformation. And here's what I have learned being an entrepreneur. When you're building your business, people want to help. You're consuming content online, you're looking for answers, you're trying to find the right way forward. But here's what happens. You start making decisions and strategies that are aligned with others, not yourself. You lose track of what you actually want and who you are and how you operate because you're trying to You're trying to synthesize everybody else's wisdom. Honestly, when I think of, I'm not exaggerating, when I think of the tens of thousands of pounds that I have invested into other people's frameworks and strategies to make my business work, to make it better. I mean, yes, learning strategy is really important. But I found out the hard way that what works for one person does not work out for another. And it's not because you're not capable enough or that you're not cut out for it. The strategy is not for you. You really need to go your own way. And this is exactly why I created the map. It reveals your complete business blueprint with your strengths, your style, and your next aligned steps. No more guessing, no more copying strategies that are right for others but do not feel good to you. The link is below if you want to discover yours. But first, let me show you how to use what we've just learned right now. Let's take some action. I have a powerful 3-step process to make decisions, and I call it the Clarity Compass. So let's say that you're deciding to start your business again and you are making a decision about where to go next with it. Step 1 is to step into your future self, not the person that has failed before, not the person that you're afraid of becoming. I'm talking about the successful and fulfilled version of yourself that is on the other side of the failure season. If you decided from the version of you who has already rebuilt your business successfully, would you make the decision because of money, time, and fear, or because it actually aligns? Step 2, follow your decision style. If your style is instant clarity, then what did your gut say in the first 3 seconds of thinking about the different options? That is your instant clarity. You know already. If your style is time to feel, then give yourself the time. Wait at least 24 hours before settling on your choice and moving forward. If your style is to think out loud, then speak it out. Have that soundboard. Your clarity really will come as you hear yourself speak. And if your style is to map it out, then let's do it. Write down the pros, write down the cons. Your brain really needs to see it organized. Essentially, honor how you are built. That is your true strategy. And step 3 is to take micro action. What's one micro move that you could make in the next 24 hours that honors your decision? We don't have to take big leaps here, but one step at a time changes everything. So remember this, dear change makers. Every time that you choose from your future self rather than the fearful self, you're building evidence that you can trust yourself again. Every time that you honor your decision-making process rather than forcing someone else's style, you're reclaiming your authority. And every time that you take micro actions instead of overwhelming yourself, you're actually moving instead of thinking that you're moving. And that's how you rebuild. One decision at a time. If this landed, subscribe. I share truth like this for people who are rebuilding their lives and businesses. Up next, I'm revealing why you keep ending up back where you were, even though you want to move forward. You're not going to want to miss this one. I'll see you there.